Welcome to yet another super episode of The Serial Designer. I am your host, Architect Devanshi Choksi, and we have a series of podcasts coming up. So stay tuned for that. And also make sure to hit the subscribe button and fill the video up with comment section. Also, make sure you hit the bell icon also so that you never miss another update from us. And I meet you every day on Friday and Tuesday. And from now on, we'll be discussing major concepts, and we have these one-on-one sessions. You can always reach out to me via Instagram, via email, or via YouTube. Anyway, today I'm here to discuss 10 architectural trends which you must follow in the year 2024. Also, I have attached links, so you can always go back and check out what are these new trends to follow. One of the first trends what you all can see on screen is the one which is a 3D printed house, which is designed by, of course, House Me. It introduces us to these accessory dwelling units. What they call is the ADU, and I think this is pretty interesting. So a certain fact which I'd like to let down is that this is made of 100% recyclable materials. It is 80% water efficient, energy efficient, and it is sort of every sustainable person can dream. And so I think this is something which all can pick up. Also, it takes about an hour to sort of assemble, and it is completely 3D printed, sort of a plug and live technology, wherein it is made up of course it is made up of recyclable materials. It is 3D printed, and at the same time it has won the award for the most innovative product in the year 2023. So you all can definitely in your design you can inculcate this. I think the best part about this is that it is very, very mobile. So you can transport it from one forest area to a mountain area to a beach area, and it gives sort of these panoramic views on the sides. And the glass is also made in such a way that it sort of shuts down when you need it. So they are basically smart glasses. So I think this is a very, very innovative product when it comes to an architectural design. Next, we have sort of hospitality forward shared working spaces. You must have always heard about co-working spaces, but this is it's a uh, very similar concept to that, but they are shared working spaces. So that uh, you know uh, y'all must have visited something like a Third Wave Coffee, and which opened in 2023 this year recently. And so I think it is to do with those kind of spaces wherein in 2023 you have shared working spaces, so that the people work together in a certain area. It is relatively open, it has no cabins. So I think it's a very open plan kind of a thing. These spaces are going to be trending for working in the year 2024. So you can definitely go and design such places, or propose such spaces, because they are going to be in this year. Next, we have these beautiful kindergarten buildings. Um, Sort of a whimsical approach. It has, like, these castles wherein they look like these. It gives a feeling of a very good kaleidoscope. So I think that's why, hence the name. But again, very playful, very whimsical, a lot of colors, but in the background of the plain white. So I think this is for kids. Also, if you see, very, very smooth surfaces, because of course it's meant for kids. So because of that, unique and educational spaces are really a trend, and they might pick up in this year as well. Next, we have maximalist boutique hotels. I mean, why would you want to go in a hotel if it looks exactly like your home? I mean, what is the point of going to a hotel if it looks like your home? I think this is a mind-blowing example of what I'm trying to say. Extremely maximalistic, sort of partial interiors and boutique hotels. So everything is detailed to the T. And again, I think I've discussed in my previous video as well, like a revival of the more vintage furnishings kind of a thing. So here also you can see the same trend which is going to follow. That is, we are going to revive the older trends, revive vintage, and go towards designing a more contemporary environment. but at the same time, keeping in mind the older traditional designs. So again, next we have, I mean, who doesn't like light? I mean, bacche ho ya bude ho, adults, we all love light. So very light immersive hotels, so you can go expand on lights. So when you're designing, when you're proposing, or in your portfolio, if you want to add lighting elements, are something which you should follow. Also, I've given a few books, and in one of the videos before, so lighting basics. So you can always go to that book, learn about lighting, add these immersive lighting, so in your spaces. So this also, you can see, it is built, it's a hotel basically, and in their facade they have these immersive lights, so making the hotel itself a feature to, like, just watch from like a far away. Also, it is very very visible. So this is something which you all lighting installations, and these are trending. So basically, agar if you're designing, say, rooftop bars, if you're designing hotel lobbies, so this is something what you all can add. It is a public feature, people are going to come to watch this. So this is something you must follow in 2024. Next, we have timber micro hotels. So these basically are very, very small looking hotels, and they are made up of completely recyclable materials again, and very flexible, very customizable, and they have smart lock systems wherein you can like lock yourself inside, and they're completely safe. You can like place it at different locations wherever you want, say for example site offices, or you've been traveling. So I think this is to do with that. Also, they withstand harsh climatic conditions, and very very efficient at the same time, flexibility at the same time. So there are a lot of reasons why these micro hotels suits are now picking up. And if you see, the interiors are not that bad at all. It is good for a night stay, it is good. So in your resorts and all, you can like add these, like sort of a few of them. They are basically to do with people who are traveling constantly, who are working, corporates, so they can use all these things. Very very smart customizable smart window, very very smart thing. So what this does is, by by just your tablet or your phone, you can like remove, you can make this completely transparent. At the same time, if there's a meeting going on and you want to be inside and you want a little privacy, you can quickly switch back to this opaque panel, and it's just like a click away. So these are smart windows, and these are going to definitely pick up in the corporate sector. So you can definitely add this in your design today. Live in art galleries. Live in art galleries. So I think this idea comes from, again, curation of art. So people who appreciate art, and I've also mentioned in my previous videos that artistically designed collaborations might just take a boom in this year. So always collaborate with an art or an artist. So you sort of push this idea. Like if you closely see, like if you, I don't know if you can see, if you can closely see, like literally there's a facade from the outside, and there's like artwork pasted. So basically it's like a living room which is like transformed into an art gallery. So people are going to come and watch it. So in India, we don't want people coming at our places like random people, but you get the point. So yeah, these kind of places which are homely, at the same time they are an art gallery. So you can propose this kind of a thing wherein it's a showroom or a retail. Especially the people who have their retail showrooms, they can always like add these temporary art exhibitions, because art is appreciated well when it's in a setup of a residential or in a setup of a commercial. So you show it along, you curate it along with that setup. So that's why the whole ambience of that space will change. So these kind of live-in art galleries are going to pick up. Next, we have off-grid timber houses. I mean, who doesn't want to go off-grid, away from the city, away in the countryside. So I think this is something like that. You can, it's actually very, very flexible, mobile. A lot of these are already available in Western countries. In India, we are not yet that advanced that, we have these timber houses. There are a few in a few resorts which I have seen, but not as much as we've seen in, in Western cultures. But yeah, off-grid timber houses are a thing, and they are here to stay. So you can definitely go and have a look at these. They have this sunroof, and they have these nice small compact houses. Like it's like a basically tiny house, tiny house, a lot of videos you can watch on YouTube, Japanese inspired tiny houses. And in general they make it out of wood, recyclable wood. Again, these might be, who knows, these might be like just recyclable. So because of course sustainability is something which we are going to be looking closely when it comes to 2024. Next we have again, uh, talking of sustainability, we have these fishing nets which are actually used in the construction of this, very well, Tiffany Co, which is a brand. And it's like this 3D printed storefront. It is located in an airport. So so the idea is to put ingrain sustainability in your head when you design. You have to design with a consciousness of an environment. So actual nets are used in this facade development. So when you're designing, you can always add these elements of sustainability. You can add these biomimicry sort of elements. Biomimicry is basically picking up elements from nature itself and then getting inspired from there and making something out of it, making design out of it. So this you can definitely go try. And it is completely 3D printed, sustainable, and it is here to stay. So again, going back reverse, we have this, which is a sustainable model of design. Yeah. So again, going back in reverse, we have this, which is like this repurposing of these fishing nets. Again, recyclable plastic microfiber materials, which is again 3D printed, which is innovative and tech based. Next, we have off grid timber homes, wherein it is very compact, and it is like 100 square feet model, wherein it's like it's also a self-sustaining model, wherein water and so wastewater is treated and gray water is treated, and you get your water which you can use for domestic purposes. So this is the way this model works. But yeah, something like this, it will take time to pick up. Live-in art galleries, which is one of the most preferred. So this is live-in art galleries, which is sort of like blurring boundaries and must preferred by designers or artists who want to showcase their work. You can definitely showcase the work in your own home itself. Smart customizable windows, the need of an office setup, but you need transparency as well, you need a little privacy. So why not have a mixture of both of them? And it is definitely controlled by Wi-Fi, so and the phone, so you don't really need a lot. Micro suit timber houses, again, a lot of Western cultures already have this going on. Extremely versatile model, and it can withstand extreme climate as well. So yeah, this is a win-win, and we can also inculcate this in our resorts, in our hospitality industry. Next, we have immersive lighting hotels. Light shows are something which everybody of all age groups like. So this is something you all can inculcate in your own designs. Next, we have Partian maximalist boutique hotels. Hotels which are designed to its maximum, ornamented wallpapers, details, screens, moldings, you name it all, and it's there. Different kinds of fabrics. So a very very maximalistic approach. Kaleidoscopic kindergarten buildings, wherein a lot of whimsical, playful, and a lot of light enters the space. It filters the space. Next, we have hospitality forward shared workspaces, wherein people are working of various fields together in a shared working, in a very collaborative and a very motivational environment, is something which is the need of the hour. Last but not the least, which was actually the first, but we have this, which is designed by House Me and House.me, and it is an extremely beautiful model, and also it is very very resistant to climate and harsh temperatures, hurricanes as well. And also it is very and also it is award winning. So yeah, these are my revision of 10 architectural trends which you must follow in the year 2024. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel, and also let me know in the comment section as to what else do you all want to see in the upcoming episodes. Thank you.